My beloved child, please don't skip ahead. Make sure you stay right here until the very end. There's something truly massive and life-changing waiting just for you. A special moment is starting to build up in front of you. It's so intense and clear that it seems like the whole world around you is pausing, like the air is waiting quietly for what comes next. Right now, on this exact day, December 11th, your life is getting close to a big change that's been happening slowly without you even noticing much. But pay close attention, because none of this is here to scare you or make you worried. This isn't about any kind of bad news or something punishing you for past mistakes. Instead, it's a gentle wake-up call, a message full of secrets that's meant to guide you toward the real truths you've been ignoring or pushing away for way too long. Don't jump ahead or scroll past this. Stick with me all the way. Something amazing and beyond what you can imagine is about to happen right in your life. A fresh, new voice is coming into your world. It's soft and kind, but at the same time, it's so strong that you can't just brush it off. This voice slips into your mind like a quiet whisper. It makes your heart beat a little faster, and it shakes away the sleepy parts of you that have been resting for too many years. And what does it say? It tells you clearly, on December 11th, something deep inside you that you've been holding on to will finally come out into the open. Some people might think of it as a scary warning, but that's not what it is at all. It's more like an invitation, a strong call to come and meet the real you, the one you've been trying to run away from or hide from. No one is showing up to grab you or take away your choices. Nothing like that. Instead, a part of yourself is stepping forward to take its rightful spot. It's a hidden truth, a big turn in your path, a change that's been waiting patiently for this perfect time to arrive. Please, stay until the very end. Don't scroll away or click off. This message is coming to you right now for a good reason. You've been carrying heavy loads that weren't even yours to begin with. You've held onto feelings of guilt that didn't belong to you, and fears that just kept getting louder every time you tried to quiet them down. And now, this special date, this mysterious December 11th, isn't showing up as something bad or threatening. It's like a doorway, a starting line, a point where all that heavy stuff you've been dragging around will finally ask to be let go. Don't skip any part. You really need to hear every word of this. You've probably felt like someone or something has been watching you, but not in a dangerous way. It's more like your own future, your destiny, keeping an eye on you. You've had that feeling that something is coming closer from the hidden parts of your own life story. And yes, that's true. Something is approaching, but it's not an enemy trying to hurt you. It's your big breakthrough, dressed up in a way that looks mysterious or suspenseful. It's a change, a face-to-face meeting with your own inner power, and it's so strong that it might feel like some kind of judgment at first. But trust me, it's not judgment. It's just getting you ready for what's next. Stay all the way to the end. Your inner self has been waiting for this moment for a long time. There's a clear reason why this message found its way to you today. There's a reason your heart skipped a beat or felt a pull when you first saw or heard about it. Deep inside, something whispered to you, "This is meant for me." And that's exactly right, because you've reached a spot in your life where the way things used to be can't keep going the same way anymore. So, that voice comes back, not loud or scary, but steady and helpful, like a friend's hand on your shoulder guiding you. It says that if you keep ignoring what you're meant to do, you might face some results from that choice. But those aren't punishments or bad things happening to you. They're just delays, times when things stay stuck instead of moving forward. That's why it mentions that if you skip or ignore this, you might end up in a place that's not right for you. Not a real jail or locked room, but a loop of making the same old errors over and over. Don't skip ahead. Stay right here with me. Something that can totally change your life is getting closer. You've spent too much time living under the dark cloud of waiting or being unsure. You've kept your real strength hidden behind reasons that don't even make sense for who you're turning into now. And hey, December 11th shows up like a bright light in your life's timeline, signaling that it's time for real honesty. What have you been avoiding all this time? What important truth have you turned away from? What dream or goal have you set aside because you didn't feel good enough for it? This is your time. This is the big turn. This is the wake-up call that looks like a mystery story. Don't scroll past. Don't look away. You're right at the edge of learning something huge about yourself. Your personal story is about to take a sharp turn. The energy inside you is ready to burst out. Your inner spirit is getting set to face whatever has been following you, not to blame you or make you feel bad, but to set you completely free. Stay until the end. Something truly massive is waiting just for you. A fresh chapter in your life is starting to open up right now, and it begins with a calm but exciting storm. Not a storm full of fear or danger. No, it's a storm of new understandings and insights. It's the kind that calls out your name softly, as if the whole universe has been patiently waiting for you to lift your head and see what's been set up for you from the start. Listen carefully to every word. Don't skip any section. Stay all the way to the end. Today, the space around you is carrying a quiet message that's hard to miss. It comes up like a gentle echo in your thoughts, reminding you that the date you noticed, the feeling you had, the change you sensed, it wasn't just by chance. There's a real purpose behind why your heart responded the way it did. There's a purpose for why your inner self leaned in closer. Things are lining up, something strong and meaningful, something made just for you. And now, that voice that led you earlier comes back, even stronger, even clearer, even closer than before. You are being invited into your own truth. Not punished, not scared, not blamed, just invited. Don't jump ahead. Stay with me. Something wonderful is on its way. For many years, you've been living with a story that wasn't supposed to be the end of your book. You've carried around heavy feelings that weren't yours. You've gone through days feeling like no one really got you, like you were invisible, like your true value wasn't seen. But right now, something amazing is coming closer, a time that will open up what's been kept hidden. And yes, it ties back to that starting idea, that date, that surprising statement that drew you in. It ties in because it shows a real truth. You're getting to a point where the old you can't hold on to the new future that's waiting right behind the next door. Don't skip. Stay until the end. Something massive is waiting for you. You might have felt like everything in life was squeezing in on you, like some force was coming to challenge you directly. But the real surprise is that it's much more positive than that. It's your true purpose stepping up. It's your future gently tapping you on the shoulder. It's your hidden abilities finally asking for your full attention. This isn't something threatening. It's a wake-up on that specific date. Yes, on December 11th, something inside you changes, a choice you make, a new understanding, a strong moment where you see the truth about who you are and where you're headed. Not because anyone is forcing you or taking you away, but because your own future won't let you ignore it anymore. Don't skip. Stay all the way to the end. You've been right at the entrance of a big change, but worry has kept you from walking through. Life isn't stopping you. It's pushing you ahead. The universe is setting things up so carefully, so strongly, that it might feel like too much pressure at times. But really, it's just getting you ready. And now, the voice comes back once more. If you turn away from this time, you might slip back into old ways that don't fit you anymore. Not a real prison or penalty, but habits that tire out your inner self. That's why this feels so important right now. That's why your heart might be beating faster. That's why you can't turn away. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. Before this chance goes by, listen to this. You have a special talent that's been tucked away for far too long. You have a true path that you've ignored because doubt was shouting louder than your hopes. But this message is here like a mirror, showing you what you can become, what you were always supposed to be, what's starting to come up inside you right now. This spot in your journey, right here and now, is the start of your big breakthrough. It's the finish of running from your own self. It's the beginning of the you that's been waiting quietly. Don't skip. Stay to the end. And now, hear the most unexpected truth yet. You were never in any real danger. You were just changing, moving into more power, more clear thinking, more meaning in life. Every hint you've noticed wasn't scaring you. It was leading you. And as this section keeps going, the voice talking to your inner self will show you the next move. One that will switch everything up. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. A fresh moment is coming up in front of you now. It's brighter, sharper, more exciting than anything you've heard so far. It seems like the whole world has stopped just so you can catch what's next. The feeling in the air changes. Your heart beats with expectation. Something deep inside tells you, listen up. This section switches everything. Don't skip. Stay to the end. You really don't know how near you are to a huge change in direction. Every sign you've spotted, every odd thing that happened by chance, every random thought that popped up, they were all pointing you right here, to this very second, to this big reveal that won't wait any longer. And now, the voice that's been with you through every part speaks again. Steady, strong, sure. Your breakthrough has been put off for too long. Read that one more time. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. For years and years, life has been forming you in quiet ways, shaping you through times you didn't get back then. You thought you were just getting by day to day, but something much bigger was going on. You were getting ready for a moment that's so unique, so special in your life, that when it hits, you'll know this message was the hint before the real thing. The starting words you saw weren't random. The date wasn't just made up. The feeling wasn't in your head. It was a signal. Because December 11th isn't about being afraid. It's not about risk. It's about waking up. You're waking up. A time where your old limits can't keep the new you in check anymore. Don't skip. Stay to the end. You're being pulled out of a time where you blamed yourself for stuff you didn't earn. You thought you had done some hidden wrong by not being enough, not doing enough, not turning into enough. You felt like life was tracking your scores. But the real story is way more beautiful. Life was getting you ready for something too large to hand over before you could handle it. And now, you're ready. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Picture this. A door you've been in front of for years suddenly opens up. A road that seemed blocked clears out all at once. An understanding that's been hidden in you steps out and says it's time. That's why your inner self has been uneasy. That's why the date's stuck in your thoughts. That's why this feels like it's talking straight to your heart. Because it is. Don't skip. Something massive is waiting for you. And now, the reveal you didn't see coming. Nothing from what happened before can control what's ahead for you. Not your errors, not your worries, not your questions, not the guilt that followed you like a dark cloud. You're not being caught or locked up. You're being set free. Free from old ways. Free from old blocks. Free from every idea that made you feel tiny. This change is so strong, so life-altering, that it'll feel like starting a brand new life. One where your words are bolder, your goal is clearer, your way is brighter. Stay to the end. Don't skip, because what's next in your path is what most folks only wish for. A time where it all clicks. A time where every hard part shows why it happened. A time where you fit perfectly with what's meant for you, like destiny is holding your hand. The reveal goes on in the next section, and what's there will give you a clear view you've never had. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. A new kind of energy comes into this moment. It's calm but strong enough to change every thought you've had today. It feels like a soft wake-up moving through your inner self, as if the universe is getting closer to share secrets only for you. And now, the story gets deeper. The meaning gets sharper. The reveal becomes too big to ignore. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. From the start, this message has been leading you to a truth that's been waiting quietly behind the scenes of your life. A truth you are always supposed to face, not with fear, but with power. Not with second-guessing, but with sureness. You've been moving toward this exact time, even when you didn't know it. And now, the voice speaks again. Clear, steady, full of meaning. What you thought was a scare was really a call. Let that soak in. Don't skip. Stay to the end. You thought the starting words meant trouble. You thought that date was set for fixing something wrong. But the big surprise, the reveal that not many find, is that it was never about being stopped. It was about being set free. Your change didn't come to punish you. It came to lift you up. Because the truth is, you're stepping away from the you that you grew out of a long time ago. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. The world tried to make you think you were small, just regular, that your slip-ups decided your tomorrow. But this moment is here to show you something amazing. Your true path is way louder than your history. That's why it felt like life was crowding you. That's why you sensed something coming. It wasn't fear knocking. It was your future. It wasn't a load arriving. It was your breakthrough. You weren't supposed to stay hidden in doubt. You were getting ready to step into clear thinking. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Picture for a second that all you've gone through was set up perfectly, not to hold you down, but to make you sharper, to build your bravery, to grow your gut feelings, to teach you what you needed before entering the part of life you were made for. And now, the most surprising reveal of all comes out. December 11th is when your inner change becomes too real to deny. Not a threat, not a risk, but a unique wake-up to who you really are. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. You're about to see something strong. A time when your sureness comes back. A time when your heart talks louder than your doubts. A time when the road you've been looking for shows up with such brightness you wonder how you missed it. This is when you stop holding on to what wasn't yours. Where you stop saying sorry for your power. Where you stop making yourself smaller for others. Because now, the true you is ready to come up. Don't skip. Stay to the end. And as this section wraps up, the voice whispers one last thing. Soft but hard to forget. Your breakthrough isn't on its way. It's already here. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. This moment starts with a deep quiet. So deep it feels like your future is breathing in before calling your name. Then, slowly but surely, the feeling around you shifts. It's like the world is keeping a secret it can't hold back from you anymore. A secret that was part of your story long before you looked for it. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. You've gotten to the spot in your path where it all starts to link up. Every hint, every emotion, every confusing time now lines up straight, showing a road that was always yours. And with that clear view comes a reveal so strong it changes what the starting words meant to you. Because here's the truth you didn't expect. You weren't being blamed. You're being picked. Picked for lifting up. Picked for waking up. Picked for a breakthrough that had your name from the start. For too long, you thought life was highlighting your weak spots. You thought the world was reminding you of errors. You carried unseen guilt that made you feel caught by your own flaws. But now, the big surprise shows itself. Nothing is coming to punish. Everything is coming to lift you higher. Lifting disguised as push. Growth disguised as unease. Waking disguised as mystery. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. That date you read, the one that stuck in your mind, was never about fate. It was a sign of perfect timing, timing from above, the right time, when the universe said you're ready to step into the self you only saw in dreams. And now, the voice that's been leading, forming, building you speaks again. You're not called for blame. You're called into meaning. Let that sit in your heart. Don't skip. Stay to the end. A unique change is happening inside you. It's the type of shift people look for over years. The kind of inner wake-up that comes only when someone's gone through enough, learned enough, grown enough to enter a higher self. And you, right here reading this, are at that doorway. Picture a time where everything in you lines up. Your truth, your bravery, your meaning, your future. That time starts now. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. The you that doubted is going away. The you that feared is melting. The you that questioned your value is moving aside because the person you're becoming, the one you were meant to be, is coming up with power you can sense right now. And now, the next amazing reveal. You're not stepping into a tomorrow that blames you. You're stepping into one that welcomes you, welcomes your power, your words, your skills, your truth. Before this section ends, there's one last thing you must hear, one that sticks after this is over. You weren't the issue. You were the promise. A promise of growth, of change, of huge potential ready to open. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. Your super thanks is a strong show of belief. My beloved child, don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you. This moment starts with a shift so small but so strong it feels like all of existence is looking right at you. Everything quiets down. Your thoughts, your breathing, even the sounds outside. It's like time wants you to catch this part without missing anything. Don't skip. Stay to the end. Something massive is waiting for you.